Ну, послушайте, вот если мы под Киевом уничтожили 5 комплексов «Патриот», то что нам стоит уничтожить любое здание и сооружение в центре Киева? Нет таких ограничений. Мы не делаем это по ряду соображений.
Hello friends, Operator Starsky with a daily update from Kyiv, Ukraine. Today is day 479 of the impotent Russian attempts of doing whatever they do in Ukraine. Putin acknowledged that the goals of the terror Russian invasion in Ukraine are changing depending on the situation. They had no specific goals when they invaded, you see, other than murdering Ukrainians and annexing territories. But this time Putin was honest, the goals are changing indeed, because from what we saw last year, the Russia's military goals looked like this. Then they quickly changed and started looking like this. Then like this. And later even something like this. And this year the most recent Russian plan looked like this. By the way, this is exactly how the winning war looks like in the Russia's mind. And it was reported yesterday that the Russians launched 6 cruise missiles and 6 Kinjals that were intercepted during the visit of the leaders of the African countries to Kyiv. The Russians in their social media were denying the fact of the strike. However, today the spokesman for the Russian Ministry of the Outhouses admitted striking Kyiv using the cruise missiles and successfully killing all the targets. Probably another Patriot complex was obliterated, only to be reborn in flames like a legendary phoenix. I decided that the Russian spokesman Connorschenkov deserves only 3 Pinocchios. He still can't beat the recognized legendary sensei of bullshit.
Действительно, потери у них очень большие. Ну, примерно больше даже, чем 1 к 10 по сравнению с российской армией.
Of course, the Russians physically cannot present as much footage as Ukrainians to confirm the tremendous numbers of their kills. Ukrainians are definitely winning here. Too bad the Russia's mothers can't see all this footage, but you can by visiting, for example, this site here. There's a lot of them, and it's just one of the several resources you can visit to confirm the fact that when the Russians are talking about their minimal casualties, it's literally as legit as the lies about destroying 2 times more Patriot complexes in Kyiv as there are physically there in the whole Ukraine. I give Puking 5 Pinocchios. He completely deserved them, in my opinion. Now, this is how the Kyiv Reservoir looks like today. I want all the conspiracists to explain me how exactly the armed forces of Ukraine planned to move their tanks and troops across that. Recently, Putin called the Ukrainian president a disgrace for the whole Jewish world. Apparently, the Russian fascists are not even hiding their anti-Semitism anymore because it's completely obvious. As a response, the Jewish Confederation of Ukraine made a statement saying that, quote, Volodymyr Zelensky is a hero not only for the Jewish people, but also for the entire political Ukrainian nation, which of course includes Jews. We are proud of our president who defends the democratic values, freedoms and peaceful rights of Ukraine and our citizens. End of quote. The Ukrainian Jewish Confederation also confirmed that the Putin's lies about the neo-Nazi regime are but bullshit, and they didn't observe any case of anti-Semitism in Ukraine since the beginning of the Russia's invasion, and reminded the Russians that Ukraine is the 4th country of the world in terms of the number of people who were saving the Jewish people during the Holocaust. It was confirmed that 11 Russian generals were eliminated in Ukraine. There's still several unconfirmed, but the number is nonetheless impressive. Again, unlike all the anonymous NATO generals heroically killed by the Russians in their dreams, these ones have names. The soldiers of the armed forces of Ukraine shared a footage of a horrible discovery at a Wagnerite position captured during the counteroffensive. A body of a Russian soldier and a sledgehammer were found. Apparently, the Wagnerites executed the Russian soldier, which they often do, according to the captured Russian POWs. Quite a few of those, by the way, contributed to the exchange fund of the Ukrainian army. They will be fed, and of course, they will keep their balls and heads, because unlike the Russians, we are civilized and we do respect the laws of war. During the Putin speech at the least visited economic forum that took place in St. Petersburg, the Russian Spetsnaz was showing their combat skills, which included blowing the rubber warmers until they popped, tearing apart tennis balls, and bending steel rods. I'm literally running out of ideas, guys. I don't know what to say, because those men are just walking factories for producing cringe. Anyways, my name is Operator Starsky. As always, be safe and have a great day.